Joseph Rico was born in Italy in 1876, the youngest of 9 siblings. As a young man, he learnt to play the harp, piano and guitar, but he abandoned his studies and embarked for the New World with his brother and 2 cousins. In New York, they formed a hugely successful orchestra, drawing on the vibrant Italian community, and within a short period, he started composing and conducting. At the age of 23, he moved to Paris, the musical capital of the world, where he became a sought-after composer. He soon considered France to be his adopted homeland and became a musical celebrity throughout Europe as a composer and conductor. He split his time between Paris and the French Riviera, where he had a holiday cottage in the Var region, an excellent area for growing reed cane. In 1926, Joseph's new nephew, Frank de Michel, a clarinetist with Walt Disney Studios, wrote to him complaining about how hard it was to find good reeds in Los Angeles. He wrote, "Uncle Joe, you are so well established in the musical scene in Paris. I'm sure you could find all kinds of good reeds for me." Joseph easily found reeds to send him, but 3 weeks later, Frank wrote again. "My friends like the reeds you sent so much, I have none left for myself. Could you please send me more?" After a series of similar letters, Joseph's reed supplier bowed out, explaining that he could no longer provide reeds because of a shortage of cane. His nephew asked Joseph if he could at least send some cane so that he could try making his own reeds. And in 1928, Joseph Rico sent the first shipment of 350 kilos of reed cane to America to be processed in the new factory, founded by Frank de Michel and his partners, including musician and engineer Roy J. Mayer. To honour Joseph Rico, Frank used his uncle's name to launch the first range of reeds from his new company, Rico. The saxophone and clarinet player Roy J. Mayer worked his way up in America's premier bands, appearing as a member of Paul Whiteman's band, the star-studded ensemble of the 20s and 30s. Throughout his career, Mayer combined his engineering interest with performing, and his knowledge of superior playing technique and reed characteristics assisted in the design and development of the specialised machinery and methods used in the production of Rico reeds. Mayer made thousands of tests to determine the unique combination of measurements for each size and strength of reed. He devised the first equipment to measure the minute details of a reed's cut. Mayer's legacy of ingenuity and attention to detail lives on with today's Rico reeds, inspired by generations of the world's top players. You may be surprised to learn that it can take between 2 and 4 years of growth before a mature cane plant is harvested. During this period, any cane poles that are not the required size are removed by hand. Only acceptable poles remain in the field to mature. All cane harvesting is done by hand during the winter when the cane is dormant. The harvesting period lasts about 2 to 3 months. Clarinetists and saxophonists will be glad to know that Rico is in no hurry to turn the freshly harvested cane poles into playable reeds. Rico patiently allows the cane to mature, drying the poles thoroughly to achieve their golden colour. At its San Fernando Valley facility, Rico has a state-of-the-art reed research centre and employs the collaboration of agronomists who bring together the studies of biology, chemistry, ecology, earth science and genetics, and musicians to produce the top quality reeds. tubes of cane are split into quarters, remeasured and bagged according to metric thickness. Sides and bottoms of the splits are then cut simultaneously to form an initial reed blank, then sanded and sorted by cane colour. The reed blanks are cut to design specifications measured for tip, spine and rail symmetry. The reed cutting machines are meticulously calibrated to make specific reed brands according to model, strength and size. Before the finished reeds are placed in boxes, every single reed, and there are millions of them, is inspected by state-of-the-art video technology for any possible manufacturing imperfection. Rico has grown to become a leader in single reed manufacturing. With the recent acquisition of Rico by D'Addario & Company, Rico is further strengthening its position as the leader in woodwind reeds and accessories. Rico's broad selection of reeds are designed to benefit all levels of musicians, from the beginner to the professional. Rico, the choice of the world's finest clarinetists and saxophonists.